been waiting for months, maybe even close to a year, for these perfume mists to arrive. And I'm so glad that they are now here. I really wanted to get my hands on more fragrance mists because I love my budget perfumes. So today I'm going to share with you a lot of new perfume mists in my collection. I hope that Bath & Body Works is releasing all of them again, but I'm going to start with one where I'm quite sure that it is available again. This is Cozy Vanilla Bourbon. This has warm bourbon, dark fruit, and vanilla liquor. I don't know what it means. I thought it's going to be like a Bourbon vanilla perfume, but it says warm bourbon, so that would be like a liquor, and it's not boozy at all to me. This is very fluffy and airy, almost unsweetened vanilla. So I don't really get vanilla liquor, so it's not very thick and sweet. I don't get a boozy note. To me, it's a very fresh, musky vanilla. It does remind me of something, but I cannot pinpoint it. But it's a very fluffy, light and airy vanilla. If you're in for a vanilla, but you don't want something extremely sweet, this one is quite a quiet, but still there alternative. Then I'm quite sure that they will have this again. This is Strawberry Snowflakes. I think this is almost like a classic. This is juicy strawberry, whipped cream, and iced bergamot. I ordered it because I wanted something like a strawberry milkshake, and this is exactly what this is giving to me. This is so juicy, so creamy and milky, with something fresh in there as well. And there is something in here that reminds me, we have an organic market at my hometown, and the beauty section that I went to, it always smelled like this. And I don't know what it is, but it does smell like that. So to me, this has like sentimental value as well. Plus it smells very delicious and fluffy and light, and it's just a very fun scent without being juvenile. I'm going on holiday next week, so I could take this one with me. This is Coco Paradise. I'm not too sure why I ordered this one specifically, but I did. This has salted coconut monoi, sugared neroli, and bronzed sandalwood as fragrance notes listed. And this one is a very beautiful take on a coconut. I don't love those sunscreen, super sweet and almost thick kind of coconut scents. To me, this is a very fresh coconut with definite creamy tropical florals in there. You do still get those, but then you have this almost citrusy neroli in there and just a slight touch of sweetness in there. So that is a very beautiful take on a coconut. I, of course, had to get the original. This is Warm Vanilla Sugar. This one is vanilla, white orchid, sparkling sugar, fresh jasmine, creamy sandalwood. I have it on today, and to me it doesn't really smell like all of that, but then again, it sort of does. So to me, this smells a lot like Indulged Tihoda. It goes into this direction of this musky, fresh vanilla that is actually not too sweet, very subtle, very elegant and demure. But yeah, it's just a very beautiful take on a quite mature kind of vanilla. It's not a very sickly sweet juvenile vanilla at all. I was hesitant to order it just because a lot of people said that the newer versions of this are very diluted and very quiet. And I can agree with those opinions because I do feel like this is very quiet. As I said, I am wearing it today and I have to like smell it from here because it is very toned down, but still beautiful. Speaking of coconut, when I saw this bottle, I was like, I don't know what that means, but I have to get it. It's called Frosted Coconut Snowball. That sounds very strange to me. Coconut is not really something I imagine when I think about Christmas or wintertime, but this is frosted coconut, North Pole vanilla, Winter freesia, snow-kissed woods, and spun sugar. I mean, those fragrance notes sound so nice. But this one is a very beautiful perfume that is not really like coconut centered. I would say it's more like a sugared freesia type of perfume with something slightly creamy from the coconut and maybe something fresh in there as well. It's more like a fresh, citrusy vanilla with some coconut in there, I would say. I have no idea why I ordered this one because I have so many perfumes like it in my collection. This one is in the stars. I mean, the packaging is adorable. This has the fragrance notes of starflower, sandalwood musk, sugar tangelo, white agarwood, and radiant amber. And this one is not a dupe, but it goes into the direction of something I know. I have Baccarat Rouge or Burberry Her Intense in my mind. Maybe even something patchouli like Flower Bomb or something like that. Something that is quite fruity and floral, but then has a very deep, even leaning into earthy base. I mean, in Baccarat Rouge you have the moss, and I think Viktor and Rolf's Flower Bomb has patchouli. Something like that, that is giving it a base. And for that reason, this one is a very strong fragrance mist. One of the most strong fragrance mists I've ever tried. With this one, I really do not know why I got the fragrance mist. I know why I got the shower gel, but a fragrance mist? Okay. This is Twisted Peppermint. Cool peppermint, sugared snow, fresh balsam, and vanilla buttercream. I mean, it sounds good, but a peppermint perfume? Not too sure. I have told you before that the Bianco Latte, to me, has something minty in there, which is why it reminds me a lot of Bianco Latte's minty face, but this is just on another level. Kind of reminds me of After Eight. If you like After Eight, the sweets, because it has something chocolatey in there as well, like dark chocolate, then you will love it. If you don't, then you will probably hate this. Then we have a hidden champion. I mean, I don't really see a lot of people talking about it. This is Vanilla Bean Noel. And this one has fresh vanilla bean, warm caramel, sugar cookies, whipped cream, and snow-kissed musk as fragrance notes. And this one sounded amazing. And this one smells amazing. So at first, it's a little strange because of the caramel and the vanilla. To me, sometimes can even smell a little off-putting. But once you let it dry on your skin, this to me smells a lot like Giardini di Toscana's Bianco Latte, which is also like a caramelly vanilla that is quite fresh and airy and not too heavy. I was in shock. This definitely smells a lot like it. Or the Escapade Gourmand, which I also have in my collection. And also, I had this on my skin the other day, and I could smell myself hours later. And typically, fragrance mists do not last on me at all. So I have to overspray quite a bit. And I did not on that particular day. So I was very, very happy about the performance. The last one from Bath & Body Works is Jolly Gingerbread Village. I'm not too sure if they will bring this back because I think it was released last year. This has golden gingerbread, vanilla icicles, and jewel-tied timber as fragrance notes listed. And I don't know if they will bring it back because I think it is not what people expected. This is so good. This is so good. This is really well made. This definitely smells like gingerbread spices, but not in the sense of like it's gonna tickle your nose. It's just there, like a little bit more far away, and therefore it's a little bit more quiet, and maybe the windows are open and you get this fresh air as well, because this has something fresh in there as well, and something almost woody, so it makes it quite unisex to me. And I imagine it being very, very sweet because of the vanilla, and it's not. And I think a lot of people wanted this very sweet gingerbread kind of scent. But I would love to try this with this or that one or some of the others to give it the sweetness that I sometimes crave. Or even with this one. And I thought I would include this one as well because it is also a fragrance mist. This is by Mix Bar. It's the vanilla bourbon fragrance. It's funny because this also has the vanilla bourbon in the name, and I also do not get something boozy. I would say it smells a little bit more like Bourbon vanilla than the other one, because this one is a little bit more thick when it comes to the consistency to me. This smells so good. This smells like a niche perfume. I was in shock when I first sprayed it. I had a discovery set, and they also have the Eau de Parfum version, but I do prefer this one. This one is like a spicy vanilla that is not too spicy, not too sweet. It's just everything made in a right way. And it reminds me a little bit of Eau d'Huile by Diptyque or the Billie Eilish perfume, but that one is a lot more dry. And Eau d'Huile is a lot more thick. This one is like in between those. It also reminds me a lot of Bare Vanilla Golden, if you love that one, by Victoria's Secret. I think that one was released like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. That one is one of my favorite scents ever, and this one reminds me of that. So I'm very happy with this purchase. So these were all of the fragrance mists for today. Please let me know the ones I need to try as well, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!